What is going on, everybody? I am Flight Sim Captain, and I'm not a real-world captain, but I am a real-world commercial pilot in training. So today we have another standalone video for you guys today, and it's going to be the start of a brand new series called A Pilot's Life. And this is based off the Pilot's Life, Simbit World Pilot's Life Chapter 2 add-on. You can download it online from the Sim Market store, and this thing is really cool, and this is going to be our first flight. So here's the interface. You can see here we are Flight Sim Captain. We're a junior first officer, and we just took our first job with LATAM Ecuador. They're one of the only companies that would offer such a low time pilot like we are right now a job. So basically this is a virtual airline, and you can fly for money. They start you off with $5,000 in game, and we spent $2,500 on a Airbus A320 type rating. And so with that, there were jobs available down here. We can go over this whole interface in another video, maybe where we have some longer flights, but down here there's job offers, and it was like it's one of some company in Asia, I think not Brazil, Air Bulgaria, I think, offered us some jobs, and this is one of the higher paying jobs, and one of the jobs with some cooler destinations down in South America too, so that's why we took it. So this is our schedule. So we're doing the first, it gives you a schedule. I mean, this is a very cool program. I mean, it gives you a schedule, it gives you a logbook, which we can't do anything with because we don't have any flights logged yet. So that being said, what is this? Is that us? It's not us, we're down here. Well, anyways, for our schedule, we're starting off as LAM Ecuador 1350 from wherever that is. You could try to pronounce that in Ecuador, going up to Quito today, and then back, and then we go do a lot of back and forth with this stuff. But we signed a contract too. We have a contract. This is again very in-depth application. So our current contract here is with LATAM Ecuador. And we have, let's see, junior first officer position, performing flights on the schedule, and we're making $32.16 an hour weekly. So we have to do weekly flights. I don't know where it says it in here, but we have to do 5 flights, 5 hours per week, I believe is what it is. So that's going to be our goal here, is to get up to 5 hours per week, and it takes, you know, so this is our first flight that we have active. We can see that we're connected to the server, the simulator, and it has our flight stage, which is the pre-flight stage. So we have everything ready to rock and roll. We're in the pre-flight. It has live departure and arrival METARs, and you can send your flight plan right to SimBrief, and it just opened up on my other monitor now, and I can now start using SimBrief in order to plan this flight. So now all I have to do is hit generate flight, and this is going to be a quick flight. So we're going to be right up, I believe we're right up to Quito today, air time of a half an hour, block time of 1 hour. So we'll kind of monitor this as we go, and like I said, this is kind of a very brief overview. I want to get this thing started. I'm itching to get a flight going. We're in a 319 today, so let's go ahead, without further ado, let's jump inside the cockpit and get this thing rolling. Battery switches can come on. External power can come connected with our lovely master caution warnings. All the IRSs can go to nav. Cruise supply oxygen come on. Strobes auto. Nav position 1. Is it? Sure, position 1, I guess. 2, maybe? I don't know. Whatever that is. It's supposed to be on position 1, but seatbelt signs on. No smoking signs on auto. Emergency exit light armed. And we'll get some integ lights overhead here. We'll switch this to hectopascals. Turn up the displays just a bit, and we'll get some lights up there and down here on the center pedestal as well. And we're gonna do this pretty quick. We're gonna do pretty much instant everything so we can get rolling, because look, we're not streaming out here. This is a standalone video series, so we want to get things going as quickly as possible.
Boarding completed.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and get loaded up here ASAP, and we're going to do the quickest turnaround for an Airbus A319 in the history of Airbus 319. So we're going to go and get the fuel pump on as well, since we've got our fuel on board, and start up the APU so that we can get pushed back here very quickly. So, flight level 250 on the cruise. That works for me. Align on ref, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin
From
crew,
Align, there it is. All right. Flight plan, Segu, we're going off of runway.
Up front here and waiting to receive files from the ground crew. Then we're
well, wind's 110 at 3.
Flight
Let's see, what are we?
Coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
All right, so we're going to go to runway 21. Winds are calm here, so we're going to go runway 21, and we should be on the Bivin 1 departure. And then we've been trying to get the ILS 36 Zulu going into there with the Quito VOR transition going into Quito. So yeah, this is going to be fun. RadNav Prague page, we'll do, shoot, what's the identifier? I'm getting used to all that. And that's the cool thing is we can, you know, we're employed by this airline down here this week, and next week we could be with EasyJet, you know, so I try to keep you guys updated as much as possible about, you know, what we are doing in terms of the airlines and stuff, and where we're working and all that good stuff. So, yeah, very, very cool add-on that we have here for sure. 3,000 foot transition altitude, flexed or a toga takeoff today, so we don't worry about the flex or anything like that. Let's check the AP page, make sure we're available. We are. We're gonna go up to the overhead, turn off the GPU. There it is. That's the word I'm looking for. And we're gonna go ahead and pre-plan for the pushback, and we're just gonna get straight back and probably make that left turn. Go ahead and go request our pushback. And we are going to just double check the sim brief flight plan. It didn't have us on a departure. It didn't have us on a SID. So I wonder, like, you can lose points and stuff like that too. So you kind of have to do everything the way that it wants you to. So yeah, it just has us direct PAMIS. Takeoff runway 13, is that even an option? I thought it was like, let me see. Or I'm sorry, 03. It is an option. So anyways, we're not going to take 03 though. We're going to get our beacon light on, and we are going to go ahead and release our parking brake, let them push us back, and start turning engine number 2. Oh boy. And disregard the wingtip strike on the catering truck. A319 with the CFMs. Alright, sounds like a good engine start to me. Almost. We're going to go ahead and lock up the cockpit door and get our GPWIS and predictive wind shear on and turn those to the VORs. And let's check the 1010 on the bearer ref. Alright, good engine starts. I don't know, I missed the avail light. Let's say we got it. I know we're a little bit rushed, but we're going to try to do everything as realistic and as official as possible because, oh, there's somebody coming in here right now. That's pretty cool. This is, let's hit the parking brake because, again, you can get dock points and stuff like that. So we want to try to get perfects on everything. This is our route right now, and this guy here is doing the same thing we're doing. He must just be starting off too. So that's kind of cool. He's actually on his way down to see us. I love these South American airports though. They're very, very cool. Very beautiful scenery down here. The mountains and everything is awesome. We're just going to go ahead and set flight level 250 initially. There's really no top of climb on the SID or anything like that. And let's get that avail light. There it is. And we'll go ahead and run the after start flow. Rudder trim 0, speed brake arm, flaps 1, ignition switch to 0. We're going to go ahead and max the auto brakes out. Go taxi light on, APU coming off, seatbelt signs are on. Let's go park and brake released and start rolling. We're going to make a right turn here. We're still in the ramp area, so we're not going to be on any taxiways till we get to Bravo, which is all the way at the end of the ramp. So I'll leave this up on the screen so you guys can see whenever it actually changes. Maybe not too high, so I can actually see where we're going. Okay, or not at all. All right, there we go. So it'll change as we start rolling here, and it'll start kind of tracking our flight. So it should do it any second now. Does it say? Yeah, it says so. It says we're on the taxi out stage as well. So it tracks your entire flight. Like I said, it rates everything that you do, and this rating that we have wherever it's at, I think it's up here, that says we're like a 90. That's just the rating you start with. So soon it'll be, there we go. So now we're up and running. That's us on the ground right now. LATAM, Ecuador. And we're not on VATSIM or anything like that, so I don't think we're going to need to make any traffic calls. I think that's just that guy flying on this network as well. So yeah, I feel like this is just going to be a super cool addition to the sim. I think it's going to add some realism and some purpose to the flying on the sim, because it's going to be, you know, every time we're flying, we're making money right now. You know, we're getting paid right now, in obviously not real money, but we're making, you know, sim money right now. And there's goals to work to, you know, getting a 787 type rating and flying for American or British Airways, or flying a 747 for Atlas. Like, we're going to do so many different things, and I'm so excited for what's to come and what the future with this add-on is going to be. I think it's so much fun. I think we're going to have a great time with this, and it's going to make for a good series, and a series that theoretically could go on for as long as we want to do it, as long as we're having fun with it. So I wish I would have found this before I did my airline series and stuff like that, like how I was doing on the channel otherwise. So I believe here we're taking runway 21 for departure, so we're going to go ahead and flick on our turn-offs, tags, or landing lights. Those come on, strobes come on. We're all ready to rock and roll, ding the cabin crew, and do a takeoff config check. Now, we didn't do a flight control check, so I wonder if it's going to dock us points for that. I'm going to have to start following the checklists, which, you know, as you guys know, is not something we really love to do around here. So I'm going to have to start following checklists if it's going to start docking us points for stuff like that. So we'll see. Here we go, taking runway 21 for departure. All right, let's go. Jack 'em up, Toga. Alright, thrust is set. Mantoga, SRS runway nav is blue. 100 knots. Good, let's some forward pressure off the stick. Oh, my bad. That was the pitch trim. I was messing with it too much. Oh, V1 rotate. Holy smokes. Got up on us quick there. Positive brake gear's coming up. Good, throttle back. Thrust climb. And we'll go flaps clean, speed check, flaps coming clean. Woo! Beautiful, beautiful departure. And we can get direct to... What was that waypoint on the flight plan? Papis. Let's get direct PAMIS. And we're going to go altimeter set standard. Nav mode and climb, thrust climb. Not sure why we're blinking climb there. Okay, there we go. Wow, look at that. So this is it, our first flight as airline pilots. We'll see how many, I'm curious how many points we're going to lose. I wonder if it's going to dock us for the TCAS and flight control checks and stuff. I guess we're going to find out. Temperatures plus 25, so should be good on the icing. Still ain't flying the airplane. We're gonna probably do it till we roll out. And it's going to be a quick one, so we don't have much of a cruise or anything like that today, so we're going to be pretty bang bang up at altitude today. Coming through 10,000 feet, we'll go ahead and go lights off, wing light off, and seatbelt signs can stay on for now until we're out of the soup. A little bit of cloud surfing. Lower that nose, get our acceleration height coming as well here. Acceleration speed, that is. All you got to put the autopilot on. It'll finish that up for us. Taking a look at it here, we've only got 116 miles to go until our top of descent, and 40 to go until our top of climb. So, you know, again, that leaves us with about a 70-ish mile cruise period, so not very long at all. We're going to go over the weather here in Quito for our arrival, just to make sure that broken at 3,030 at 5 knots, so landing north will be just fine on runway 36 for us. So we are going to take the ILS Zulu runway 36. And we're probably not going to take it from the Quito VOR. We're probably going to go more or less PAMIS and then to the Quebec Sierra Victor VOR, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we might just be vectors and step ourselves down, because I'm not exactly trying to go all the way out to the Quito VOR and fly back around. So. After takeoff flow, flaps are up, speed brake and cup disarmed, then just start switch normal, auto brakes off, lights are off, and I'd say we're above everything. Now we can go turn the seatbelt signs off, and for the short flight that we do have, you guys can go ahead and roam about the cabin. Alright, so as we're climbing out, let's take a little bit more of a look, a deeper look at the Simulator World Pilot's Life 2 interface here. Really, really cool interface. You know, again, here we have our flight path, essentially, and where we're going and what we're doing. Going from, again, whatever that is, Guayaquil up to Quito today, and then back, and then I think we do that a couple more times. So, again, just some stuff to make a little bit of money, you know. Here's our guy coming back, doing the same thing we're doing. I think our call sign is LAM, and then LAM Ecuador, I believe, is the call sign. So, yeah, that's that going up. Starting just with the dashboard initially here. You know, so here's again profile picture, employing airline. It's a 2-star airline, obviously, right? If they're hiring us, you know, we're really, you know, they're really not nothing special. So we got flight sim captain, junior first officer. Look, guys, rating 90, and that's our employee. Look, guys, the goal is for this to say Captain, Flight Sim Captain. Okay, we want to be Captain, Flight Sim Captain. So we'll eventually get up to being a first officer here. With $2,500 in the bank account, we're getting paid $32.16 an hour from the old LATAM. We have 1 out of 30 achievements. It's number of flights 0, flight hours 0. So that'll be our first flight. Again, we looked over the contract, the resume. Really don't have one. Junior first officer at LATAM. That's about it. That's our whole resume right now. So that's pretty cool. That's even an option. Inventory, I'm not actually sure. Doesn't look like we have much of anything going on there. Photo album, I don't know how you take photos necessarily with this. Oh, you can probably just upload pictures and stuff. You can just upload pictures and stuff from your computer into there, so that's kind of cool too. This is super cool stuff here. Events, they have just like, you don't have to fly for your airline or anything like that, but they just have events that you can do, and it tells you the type of airplane that you want to be flying, and where you're going, obviously, to WMKK, wherever that is. So that's over in, Singapore somewhere. So that's that whole thing. That's a pretty cool thing there. And then again, the job market, they have every single airline that you could possibly want to fly for. I mean, look at this. Airlines I've never even heard of before. Air Arabia, Egypt. What? Like, I have never, and then obviously everybody all the way up to Air Canada, United, Air Duke, like I've never heard of these places. So it's pretty, I mean, it's really freaking cool. So then you can apply, and I believe it's every Monday that they go over their applications. And you can hit the information page, and this page is awesome. I mean, it brings up basically everything you need to know about the airline. So Air Canada is a 4-star airline. It gives a little summary over here. The types, how many of each type of airplane that they have, the registration of each type of each plane that they have, their route structure, everything from where their bases are, the type of the passenger cargo, their ICAO and IATA code, call sign, fleet size. I mean, everything you can ever want is right here. And obviously, you can apply for a job, and whenever you get big enough to get taken on by an airline like that. So really, really cool stuff. Again, we went over our schedule here. It looks like they have us going up to Quito and back. So this is to Quito and back, to Quito and back, to Quito and back, and then we finally get to go to Santiago at some point, and then we go back to Guayaquil, and then back to, and then somehow we gotta get to Quito, it looks like. So lots of stuff going on there, and it's cool too with your schedule. If you didn't have this, you can skip flights. Apparently you get 5 per airline that you fly for, and then if you don't have a schedule, you can ask what type of schedule you want. So we did the hub turn schedule type thing, so we're always coming back to the hubs, I guess. I don't even really remember what the hubs for our airlines are, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably Quito or this Guayaquil airport. And then you can do hub to hub, or like, so basically like A to B, B to A, A to B, B to A, or you can do like A, B, C, D, and like A to B, B to C, C to D, that type of thing. And then you can obviously just do random routes too, so we can, like if we were flying for Southwest, we can do like Midway to DFW, and then, or like Dallas Love, and then like, I don't know, St. Louis to Vegas or something. Like it would be just the random options as well. So a lot of cool options there. Our logbook, we don't have anything in it, it's empty. And then our just our flight page with where we're at, where we're going. You don't have to obey these times, it doesn't seem like. I was kind of worried about that. I was like, dude, I'm not flying at like, it's like midnight, like I'm not doing that every single time. Like I'm not obeying the schedule, but so far so good. Doesn't look like you actually really have to. The restart flight option is pretty cool. If you messed it up super bad, you can just restart it, and just you don't have to fly that leg. So that's pretty cool. This is just crazy. Just live everything, your longitude, your latitude, your indicator speed, your ground speed, your altitude, vertical speed, heading, overspeed, everything. Like, you have so much information right there that it's keeping track of for you. So pretty cool stuff there. Again, the departure and arrival METARs is pretty cool. And then submit flight, you do that whenever you're done. I haven't set the auto, so we'll see how that works. It's also in the shop. You can buy other stuff in here. And then this is where you buy, this apparently from what I'm understanding, these aren't really all that like cool. But this is where you buy your type ratings. So again, we have the 320 family type rating, and that's what we're operating with right now. It gives you a list of all the operators that fly the 320 family. Thinking about maybe if we're doing the E-jets, or maybe just saving up for something bigger next, but we'll see. Let's just make sure we're not blowing through the top of the descent here. No, but it is coming up, so we're going to get ready with that. So anyways, that's basically where you buy all of your, that's where you buy, what's it called? Other type ratings. So that's going to be cool. We're definitely going to utilize that when we get there. So let's go back to our flight page here, and let's take a look at the arrival VTOL. So 020 at 7 knots, temperature 22, and the QNH is 1025. So we're going to move that out of the way here when we do this. 1025 on the QNH, temperature is 22, and the wind is 020 at 7 knots. And the minimums for this approach are going to be, let me take a look at the chart here. Where is it at again? This one. Yeah, okay. So 2. So we're going to take a look at the approach chart. ILS Zulu 36, and then the taxi chart we're going from 10.9. There she is. So we're going to paint that up as well. Okay. So going to the pin charts, we're going to take a look at the ILS 36, the ILS Zulu 36. We're going to go to light mode, and we got 109.3002 final approach course. Let's check the nav rad. 109.3002 final approach course is set. And then the minimums, like I said, are gonna be 8110. So that is those are some high min. So we got some high airport elevation ops here. Pretty cool stuff. We'll do a full landing configuration. Transition altitude is 18,000. So we'll just leave that set for now. And then okay, so that sounds good. That looks good, and that's everything we're looking for in terms of fuel on board. We should have enough. We didn't really mess with that page on the way out, but we should. It's about 30 miles to go till top of descent, and we'll see you guys then. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start descending now. We're gonna drop it down to about 10,000 initially. I believe that's actually the that's the glide slope intercept, something like that. 10,500. So I did direct to Delta 211 Golf, which is not necessarily anything of importance. It's just this waypoint right here. So that's what we're going to be going direct to right now, and that is what caused us to kind of hit our top of descent a little sooner than I thought we were going to. So that's going to be our track on the way inbound. Nothing too crazy right now. And we're just starting our initial descent down into Quito. First flight as an airline pilot. Very cool.
If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until your aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin full up.
Alright, coming through our transition level here, 18,000 feet. We're going to go ahead and set our altimeter was 1025. Go ahead and set that now. And we're going to get this terrain radar on because it looks like we are going to be awfully close to this mountain. Oh my goodness. This is a large mountain over here. Do not try this at home. Oh my gosh. I don't think this is what good airline pilots would do. Wow. Didn't get any warnings or anything. Alright, we're going to go ahead and flip the seatbelt signs on as well as we're going to get into the soup here. More clouds, which is good. auto brake. We'll go to auto brake. Is there any rain or any precipitation going on in Quito? No, yeah, no, nothing going on over there right now. So we're just going to hang out here and keep on dropping down. We're gonna go ahead and take the heading here. Steer us off course just a little bit. I believe it's too late. We may be running into the mountain here, I'm not sure. We're just gonna miss it. So.
Too low, terrain.
Yeah,
Too low, terrain.
Alright, we're gonna go and get back on course.
Too low, terrain.
Alright, so what have we learned so far in South America is that we need to make sure that we are not improvising as much as we do in the States. That let's go ahead and get back to direct. Slow down as well now. And put back on nav mode. Looks like 7.5 from IQS. Okay, let's push button now. Okay, so 7.5 miles out. EME is going to be full course fix. So we're going to go ahead and drop our first notch. Gorgeous, beautiful scenery, but like I said, just a little too close for comfort there. Alright, we're going to go dial the speed back. We're going to give it over to manage speed actually here. And I'm going to get flaps 2 whenever I get this chance. There she is, flaps 2. Alright. And we're going to be a bit high here. So we're going to go ahead and take over with the vertical speed. Get the speed brake out and start dropping down so we can catch that glide slope, arm localizer mode, localizer capture, vertical speed. We're going to go flaps 3 now as well. Probably go gear down. There's our runway right there. We're not ready for that. So let's keep this descent rate coming. Alright, we'll go and get the landing lights on. Alright, we're about ready to land. Coming on approach mode as well. Okay, we got glide slope captured.
2,500.
Keep that speed brake out for now. Man, you probably get some pretty nasty winds through here. I'm pretty glad it's pretty calm today. Putting the lights up just a little bit here. We're missing approach altitude. Dang. 18,000. Craziness. Speed brake out and we'll go flaps 4. Go ahead and get up on them and make the cabin up and we're ready to go.
1,000. 1,000.
Wow, look at that valley right there.
1,000.
Smokes. Wow, look at this scenery. Definitely gonna get this flying. Pretty good here.
Hundred above. Minimum. $50, $40, $30, $20, $10, $5.
Not bad. At least it bounced at that time. We'll see. It gives you a landing rate and everything like that, so we'll see how we really did. Reverse are out, speed brakes are up. 80 knots. We're going to reverse away. And I'm going to jam on the brakes here a little bit so we can make this high speed here. Alright, very nice. Oh, already stopped. Pretty good. Landing lights off, taxi lights on, wing lights can come off, strobes coming off, nav lights can stay on. And like I said, as we vacate here, we'll go ahead and get flaps up. This guy over. Wow, look at the scenery. This is crazy. Well, hope you guys like it because we're going to be seeing a lot of Quito these next few flights. Alright, let's go ahead and move to the EP1 kick in. Sorry about that. And we're going to go ahead and turn the taxi light off as we roll into the gate. Go ahead and stop it there. We'll go ahead and check the park job. Park brake can come on. Looking outside. Alright, could have gone farther. Alright, let's make sure, let's check out the APU. Not quite available yet just yet. Put the APU bleed on as soon as we become available. We'll go ahead and kick engine number 2 off. Alright, APU's available. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of engine number 2. Under 10% N1, we'll go ahead and get rid of engine number 1 as well. Oh, here's that. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Remember to submit your flight. We just got that notification. We're not going to do anything with GSX because of that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. We're going to go ahead and hit submit flight and see what happens. Are you sure you want to submit? Yes. Like I said, I've never seen this before, so I have no idea what's going to happen. I think it should come up with some ratings and stuff and how we did. So we'll see if we get over 90% or not. That's going to be the goal. Flight has been submitted. Okay. Still thinking. Alright, let's see. Okay, so that's the next flight. We're going back to whatever that is. Let's take a look then at our logbook and we'll see. There's our first logged flight. Look at that, details. Okay, I think this might be how we see. Okay, alright, let's see. What do we get? There's no way we got 100. We got 100 on that? We almost ran it up. We almost killed everybody on board twice. What was our landing rate? Negative 201, 5 out of 5? Really? Take that, I guess. I lagged. Listen, I lagged again right before touchdown. Alright. So let's see, what do we got? Flight sim captain 319. We were LATAM Ecuador 1350 on the call sign departure Segu Sechem arrival. That was our date, is that right? Yeah, it's about right. Block time 37 minutes, landing rate minus 201, score 100 MSFS. No registration against our call sign, it's our arrival again, arrival time, all that good stuff, flight time, landing rate. Okay, very cool. So we got 80 XP, and we got like 15 bucks for that because we only get paid like $30 an hour. So let's go back to the dashboard and see if everything updates immediately, or I think you might get paid like every Monday too. Yeah, it's something like that. So we got our first little bit of XP, we got our first flight done, and now we'll look at our schedule and we'll see that that's what we have left essentially. Sechem to Segu, and then Segu to Sechem, Sechem to Segu, Segu, Sechem, Sechem, Segu, and then finally we get to go Segu, Sekel, Sekel, Segu, Sechem, SPJC, SPJC, Sechem, and that's our schedule. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll give this a shot. We'll fly for a little while, and we'll go from there. Hope you guys like this little thing. We're going to be doing, like I said, we'll do this for a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll catch you on the next flight.